In this video, we will be taking a look at Zilliqa and doing some price analysis, having a look at some potential areas that you could invest and some targets going forward. So hello and welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to a new video. Before we get started, please make sure you do smash that like button and that you are subscribed to my channel. So let's get looking at some of the key statistics first of Zilliqa, and then we'll jump over to TradingView and do some price analysis and have a look at some good areas that we could get to invest. So Zilliqa, which is ticker ZIL, it is currently ranked number 49 out of all cryptocurrencies that we have listed on CoinMarketCap, and we have a coin price today of pretty much 7 cents on the nose. If we look at the maximum supply as 21 billion, but we only have around 52% of those in circulation, 10.8 billion tokens. We're getting a 24-hour volume of around $82 million, and that brings the market cap today to around $750 million. We have done a fair bit of a retracement since those yearly highs, but that's nothing to worry about. If we just scroll down to the right hand side, one key point that we are very interested in is the all-time highs at 23 cents, and we are 69% down from them highs, so we've got a lot of headroom to make up. If we just look at the market, see where we're trading, Binance is picking up a fair chunk. You could say we've got 18% there against Tether, and a further 6% against BTC. If you're looking to get hold of some Zilliqa, we're having a lot of exchanges. Scrolling down, you can see we have at least 100 pairs there, and there is more. So if you're looking to get hold of it, we've got a lot of confidence in some of these exchanges. So I personally recommend Binance. If you're not on Binance already, you will find a link to that in the pinned comment and in the description. So that is the key statistics of Zilliqa. We'll jump over to TradingView now and do some technical analysis. We will start off on the weekly time frame. I am using my Huobi chart. It has a lot more data than the Binance chart. It goes back to those all-time highs, and I have pre-marked that up on my chart up at 23 cents. So that does give us a good area to target in the future, because in my opinion, I think we will smash those all-time highs once we do get this potential looming alt season that's been dying to drop. So what I've got marked here is a first target. I believe that'll be 10 cents, but we'll have a look at it in a minute when we drop down to the lower time frames. I mean, we had such a good run over the course. I mean, you could say from March last year, we started to push up, and then pretty much from September of last year, 2020, we pumped hard, and it looks good. I mean, you could say we formed pretty much a bull flag there. If you take the bottom of this move here up to the top, and then we'll have a look at this area here, you could say this is forming a bull flag. So I mean, we could eventually start pushing up. Ignore those wicks. I tend to ignore the wicks if I'm doing a bull flag, but I'm looking for a potential breakout up here. I think things are starting to look good now, so we just have to monitor that. But weekly time frame is your best point to start for that, so we'll just get rid of that bull flag. I do think that potential is that we could break out of that soon and aim for new highs. So also, what we just need to monitor is that we have been on a bit of a downtrend too. So I mean, you take this level, could take that level to be honest, come down here, we are on a bit of a downtrend, so we just need to be aware of that. We can still come lower, but what we're looking for is a breakout and a daily close above that level. So if we just drop into a daily time frame and have a look what's going on there, I've got a few support and resistance level marked up within and around this area. The lowest point I think that we could ever potentially go now is around 5 cents. I mean, if we lost that level, it would get a bit messy, but I can't see it. The market's looking good. Ethereum is starting to push up a bit more now. We broke all-time highs recently. So I do think that we can start to push on soon. We have done quite a big retracement. I mean, let's just have a look at it in a grand scheme of things. So if we take the move from there, so that's the bottom of a move, up to the top of a move, we have done pretty much close to a 61% retracement. I mean, what's that there at 5 cents? We didn't quite drop down to this weekly support at 5 cents, 4.9 cents there. So I think that was good that we pushed up out of this area. I mean, you could manipulate a fib to say that is the lowest area or that the start of a move. I mean, you could say that's the start of a move, to be honest, and we did do a 61% retracement. So things are looking good. I always target a 61% retracement on if a project's done a large move, so you could say we've done that if you take that as the beginning of a move there. So let's get rid of that fib because it's pretty much useless at this current time. What we need to do really is have a look at some potential areas we could use to invest, and for that I think I'm going to drop down to a 4-hour time frame and try and get a little bit closer into the action and take this as a move really, because we did a full retracement of that move there. So now we are on a new move. We wicked right down to 5.6 cent and now we've started to push up a bit. So let's have a look at some potential buy zones if we have a little bit of a bearish scenario here. So if you are looking to invest and you are not in Zilliqa yet, if you watch my videos before, you'll know that I always target the 382 level on the Fibonacci, so at 0.066732. I do think that could be a nice area to place some orders, but if the market does one of its magical things and dumps again, then we could come down to this level at 6.3 cent. And then we have some daily support down at 5.8 cents. So there could be 3 potential areas you could invest if the market does come down. But like I say, things are looking good now. We are forming a bit of an uptrend here. And I do think that we can start to push on. So there's some potential buy zones at the 382 level, the 618 level, and some daily support down here. If the market does allow. My next major target though, and I've mentioned this in my Telegram group, is 0.076. I think this level, we closed above it a few times, but then we rejected. It seems to be quite a valid area, very crucial area. I mean, we use this area as support here, rejection, support. It's a very, very clinical area, so we do need to close a daily candle above that, and that is my first target really. Close a daily candle above that, and then we can start to look at higher levels. I've got my first target, but that's a main target of 10 cent. Over the course of the next potentially 4 to 5 weeks, I do think we can start to push up there and close them on yearly highs and then push up to the all-time highs. If we just look at where we are from all-time highs at current prices, let's just have a look at that. So from this price here up to all-time highs, 233%. You might think, fucking hell, it's a long way, but that could simply happen over the course of a few weeks. So we just need to be wary of that. As well as it can come down, it can also shoot up. So don't be left out on this one, because I do believe it is a solid project and all-time highs will be broken at some stage. So that is some potential buy zones. And then the first target really, closing a daily candle above 0.076. And then we can look at targeting some new highs. What I'm going to do is, once we do start pushing up and close the daily candle above 0.085, so you could call that 8.5 cent, I will do another analysis and have a look at some other key levels to target. What I also want to do is just put a little bit of a prediction on this. So I want to drop into the weekly time frame. And let's just consider what could happen with some higher levels. So let's get rid of that fib there. I want to put a fib on from the top of this move, so when we hit the all-time highs, and drop it on the bottom, so when we pretty much bounced off 0.0019, unfortunately I didn't buy any of them. But what I need to do is have a look at some potential Fibonacci levels to target. So once we do close above 10 cent, we've got another level here of 11 cent, 14 cent, quite a solid area of weekly resistance at 15 cent. And then once we get up here, that would be a full retracement at 23 cent. And then we can start looking at some of the fib levels. I mean, I think we're going to push up to $1 at some point in the future. We have got a 97 cent there. That's a +4 on the fib. But I do think that once we start breaking out, we can really push up and start targeting some of these levels. I'm putting a conservative 50 cent price target price prediction for the course of this next bull run. So I do think the potential is there for that to happen, but we just can't get too far ahead of ourselves and just monitor a price. I think this could be one day a multi-dollar asset, so we just need to stick to what's going on currently and try not to get burnt too much or get left behind. So that's my analysis on the BTC pairing. Sorry, the USDT. If we just take a quick look at a BTC pairing now, and let's drop right into the 4 hour, because I've not got a ton of levels marked up here. Let's have a zoom in. So last time I did some analysis, it was here. I think this analysis still stands. We was trading up at this level, and I did look at some potential areas that you could invest on the Satoshi pairs. And we have hit the first area, which is a 382 level at 204 Satoshis. We have actually closed, well not closed, so we've pushed down through this level. So you could say we have another fib level and it's a solid weekly level of support at 190 Satoshis. If you are trading in BTC, that could be a good area to look at targeting. If BT keeps going on run, it's currently at 34,400. Say if that pushes up to 36k, 37k, Satoshi pairs on altcoins will start to feel the pressure, so you might get lucky and fill some orders up down here. So that's a bearish scenario and a little bit of a few areas that you could invest. If we do start pushing bullish though, the first major target is to close above 238 Satoshis. I think once we do start pushing up and closing above that, then we can really look at some higher levels. Here again, if we just drop back to weekly and have a look how far we've got to go, just get rid of them fibs now. This is how far we've got to go to all-time highs on the BTC pairing. 1000%. Just, that's absolutely insane. If we ever get back up to those levels again, then there's going to be a lot of money made and some very, very happy people. So just hold, buy when you can, hold for the long term, and you will benefit. Out of my experience of 4 or 5 years in crypto now, the best way to earn money is just buying low and holding, and eventually, no matter how volatile the market is, eventually the price will rise. As long as the project is still working and building and we know how good Zilliqa is, I think it's going to be an absolute solid investment. So buy at these levels and hold. So that's going to do it for today's video. That is just some price analysis on the USDT and the BTC pairings of Zilliqa. If you have any questions regarding to pretty much anything crypto related, jump into my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. You'll find my link in the pinned comment and the description. So that's going to do it for today's video. Please make sure you do smash that like button, that you are subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.